Afternoon, everybody. This is Shalene. It's Shalene's Creativity Room, and it's FLOSSTUBE number 144. Are we excited to see what I've been stitching on all week and what my plans are? And let me turn down my notifications because you guys don't need to listen to that. Okay, volume. Okay. So we have Julie. Julie says it's Mother's Day in the UK, so happy Mother's Day. And we have Danielle, Teresa P. Yeah, so let's get started. I do temperature stitching, floss tube frenzy, and I did add 2 more floss tubers on, and banana ball stitching, and I do WIPGO, and then I have some stitch-alongs. So since you saw me last Sunday, I did stitch on Autumn Cat Magic for the banana ball. So last weekend, the party animals played twice. They played on Saturday and Sunday. Right? This is this week's. Hold on. Yes, they played Saturday and Sunday of last week. So last week, the party animals won both games 3-2 on Saturday. So I had to stitch 300 stitches. Plus they won, so they got an extra 100. And then Sunday they had a score of 5, so they won that 600. So I put in 1,000 stitches. I know. I watched yesterday's game. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Yeah, I saw. How far away is the Superdome from you? Is it very far? I know New Orleans isn't that far from you. So here's Autumn Cat Magic. So this is what I stitch on when the party animals play and whatever their score is. That's what I thought. I thought it was like an hour away. So I had to put in 1,000 stitches, and I'm at 1.61%. So here we are. I am doing this, I believe, on a piece of 25 count Lugana. I'm doing 2 over 1/10 stitch. And they played again yesterday and they're playing again today. So tonight I'll be stitching on this again and probably tomorrow. Hi, Kat. Oh, you saw Rihanna and Beyonce? Yeah, they're not my kind of music, but I know they are a lot of people's type of music. So I bet it was a good I bet they both were good concerts. Okay, and then when the banana ball is on, whoever plays against the party animals, I stitch on Drive Through Dragon. It's a HAED Artworks by Dragon Muse. And so last Saturday and Sunday, party animals played against the Indianapolis Clowns, and they lost both games. In both games, their score was 2. So altogether, I had to put in 400 stitches. And this is a piece of 28 count Monaco. And I am at 0.62%. Okay, I don't know if I told you the right percentage. Yes, I did. So Autumn Cat Magic is at 1.61%. This is at 0.62%. And yesterday's game and today, the party animals playing the Savannah Bananas. So yesterday, the Savannah Bananas won yesterday's game. They had a score of 5. So since they won, they get another 100. So I will be putting in at least 600 stitches on this. So tonight or tomorrow. And then I had, okay, Put this here. I have piles sitting here. Hi, Teresa. Temperature stitching. We'll talk about that next. So for temperature stitching, I had to stitch on the winter with 100 stitches, right? I gotta make sure I'm on the right page. So this is Moonrise Over a Winter Village. It's by Puck's Closet. I do have all 4 seasons. I love them all. And this is on a piece of 25 count white Lugana. Like I said, I had to put in 100 stitches. And I'm doing tent stitch 2 over 1. And I am at 1.05%. The stitch count on Moonrise Over a Winter Village are 500 by 500. The drive-through dragon is 375 by 468. I know I keep forgetting to tell you guys that stuff. And the Autumn Cat Magic is 400 by 500. I know that there is a mini one of this. So yeah, all 4 of these seasons, all of them are 500 by 500. So yeah, so that's the Winter Village. Then I had to stitch on the spring one. Which one's the spring? Yep. So this is Rainbow Over a Springtime Village by Puck's Closet. I am stitching this on a piece of 25 count white Lugana. And I had to put in 400 stitches on this one. And I am at 7.08%. And again, this is 500 by 500. And then the other one I had to do for temperature stitching was the summer one. So the summer one is Storm Over a Summer Village by Puck's Closet, 500 by 500. And I am doing this on a piece of 25 count white Lugana, tent stitch 2 over 1. So that's what I have done on it so far. I like stitching on these. Okay. So that was my temperature stitching. Then I had FLOSSTUBE Frenzy. And it's over here. So the first one was Halloween Quaker. This is for Becky's Madness for Crafting. This is Lila's Studio. And I forget the fabric. Danielle remembers what the fabric is. I don't. So And I had to put 200 stitches in on this. I am at Halloween Quaker 52.26. Hi, Tina. It's good to see you. I haven't seen anything from you in a long time. So this is the section I'm stitching on is all in here until I move this again. But yeah, Halloween Quaker, 52.26%. And the fabric is Dawn. It's an Ada. I don't remember what count, but that's how much I have done on it so far. So I'm moving along on it. Dawn by Picture This Plus. Yeah. So whenever Becky puts up a video, I have to put in 200 stitches on it. Okay, and then another floss tube frenzy was Katie, Jeremiah's mom, and I stitch. Where is it? That's not it. Blackberry Dragon. Oh, you did retire your channel? So this is Blackberry Dragon by Paine Free Crafts. So when Kate, Jeremiah's mom, does a video, then I stitch on this. This is, the stitch count is 287 by 350. I am doing this on a piece of linen, 28 count linen. I'm doing 2/1/10 stitch. And I am at Blackberry Dragon 1.69%. And I've only been working with a few colors, maybe 5 colors. And she puts up a video every Monday. And Becky puts hers up, I think on Mondays, sometimes Sundays, but I think Mondays. There's that one. And then when Laura, Stitching by the Shore, puts one up, I stitch on Red Fox. So here's a Red Fox. This is by Stitches So Beautiful. The artwork's by Dutch Lady Mystic Art. This one is 290 by 400. So I put in 200 stitches. They get over 200, but you have to put in at least, I have to put in at least 200. I am doing this on a piece of 28 count Monaco, 2/1/10 stitch. And I am at Red Fox 2.71%. And then I added on Jenn the Caffeinated Stitcher and Jennifer's World of Stitches because Addie doesn't always put up a floss tube every week, and she didn't put one up this week. And Julie, Yorkshire Crafter, didn't put one up this week, and so I added on another one. So for Jenn the Caffeinated Stitcher, I stitch on, where did I put it? I don't know where it went. Is it up here? It's up here. Cotton Candy Dragon. Hi, Deanne. Are you having fun with your sister? So here's Cotton Candy Dragon. It's a HAED. The chart design is by Michelle Sayeda. It's probably an AI. She does some AI. This one is 450 by 535. And I am doing this on a piece of 28 count white Lugana. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick while you're there. So here's the 28 count Lugana. I am doing this 2 over 1 tent stitch. And I am at 1.24%. I called out Julie. So I can't stitch on the piece for Julie if she doesn't put up a floss tube. So, and since I added Jennifer's World of Stitches, I wrote it down on Friday. She happened to put up a FLOSSTUBE video today. I haven't watched it, and I haven't watched Jenn the Caffeinated Stitchers yet. I don't even know if I watched Stitching by the Shores yet. It seems like I did. So today, sometime, I will stitch on Kitty Heaven. This is Jennifer's World of Stitches. This is Kitty Heaven. It was her stitch along a couple years ago. It's a HAED. The artwork's by Amy Stewart. I don't know the percentage I'm at because I haven't pulled it out in a while. And this is 675 by 482. And I am doing this, I believe this is 25 count Lugana. I have this much done on it. And hold on, I can't tell. Hi, Nancy. How are you? So this is 1 over 1 full cross, but I'm switching it and I'll be doing 2 over 1 tent stitch, I think. It, it's for me. So I'm not going to care how it really looks when I switch it over. It's just for me. I'll probably never get it finished anyways. And part of the fun of stitching these is just for the journey. So I'll switch it and I won't care because that's just how I am. So that'll be stitched on today. Um I'm making a pile of what I already showed you. So I'm going to leave this one out. Okay. In no particular order. I'm just pulling projects. Thursdays I stitch on Winery Gnome. I call it Winery Gnomes because there's 3 of them by Soda Stitches. It is 148 by 88. I am doing mine on a piece of 28 count gingerbread by Picture This Plus. So I finished the middle gnome and I'm on this one here. And I am at Winery Gnome 58.71%. And I do this 2 over 2 full cross. Since Friday was the 13th, on the 13th and the last day of the month, I stitch on Halloween Dragon. Here's Halloween Dragon by Pink Lily Designs. There's no background to stitch. It's just the dragon. And it is 308 by 353. And I am at 7.62%. Hi, Daisy. You have a new start. What did you start, Daisy? You bought the Halloween dragon? I love the Halloween dragon. Okay, next. This is what I'm stitching on today. Hold on. I am stitching on where I need to show you a picture of it. You think I could find it? No. I am stitching on Lawn Dog Quinto Acuto, the pointed fifth. It is 353 by 352. There is a little bit of back stitching, not much. And I am redoing a section. I moved the Q. I am not taking this Q snap off. It's a pain. So I had to restitch all of this today. So I will be stitching on this until dinner time. And this is a piece of 28 count Lugana gingerbread by Picture This Plus. It's my favorite fabric. This gingerbread is my favorite. And right now I am at 47.55%. I'm on page 11. Okay. I have such a mess here. I stitched on Foxy Christmas. So Foxy Christmas gets stitched on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I don't know what it looks like. It's the Cross Stitch Studios Mystery Stitch Along. It started January 1st. It ends June 1st of 2027. And you can join anytime, and it will be 325 by 350. I am doing mine on a piece of 28 count Monaco, 2/1/10 stitch. There are 6 pages out. I'm on page 3. So I do not know what this is going to look like. And I don't know the percentage. But that's what I have done so far. Okay. Then I have my HAED Stitch Along. And I am working on the Draconis Lepus Leo. This one is 262 by 328. Here it is, Pipsqueek. Wait, the hashtag is Pipsqueek. I am doing this on, like I said, 28 count Monaco 2/1 tent stitch. And I am at, I did not write it down. Why did I not write it down? I don't know what I'm at, and my tablet's on the other side of the room. That was dumb. Don't know why I didn't write it down. No, you cannot get on me. No, not right now. Nope. Nope. Hmm. Why am I missing? Oh, it's back here. And Fridays and Saturdays, so that this one here, I stitch on Sundays and Mondays. It's not getting stitched on today though, because it's Lawn Dog Sunday. So on Fridays and Saturdays, I stitch on Dumbledore's Library. This is by the Cross Stitch Studio. This is 800 by 800. And this is what I have so far. I'm doing 2/1 tent stitch. This is on 25 count Lugana. And I am at Dumbledore's Library. I don't know, because I didn't write this one down either. Oh boy. I thought I had everything written down. Guess not. So, and this project bag was made by Daisy, who's in here. She's WIPGO group. She has a Facebook group with her project bags, and I have quite a few of her project bags. So I have this one and my dragon, and I have a couple others. Okay. I think I showed everything else. So tonight, so when I'm done working on Lawn Dog, I will put in 200 stitches on Kitty Heaven and then go to the banana ball pieces. Oh, where is that one? So this was my WIPGO piece, one of the WIPGO pieces for the month. My pile is falling. So I am done for this month on this WIPGO piece. This is Brown-Tailed Sunshine by Annie Rodriguez. It's a HAED. This one is 150 by 212. And quick stitch. I am at 16.22%. 25 count Lugana, 2/1 tent stitch. And then the WIPGO piece that gets pulled out this week is an old HAED stitch along before they started doing them on Facebook. There used to be a community forum. Oh, you did just post a few new bags? I'll have to look. I know I looked yesterday and I didn't see anything that I wanted. So for this week, for the WIPGO piece, it is the old HAED. It's from 2013. It's Literate Dragon by Randall Spangler. And it's 139 by 145. And I forget what percentage I'm at. I am doing this on a piece of 25 count even weave. And it's 1/1 full cross. But I have quite a bit done on it. So that's my WIPGO piece for the rest of this month. Friday for me will be Minerva by Nora Corbett. So it looks like that. And she is, I thought it used to, oh, there it is. 129 by 169. So you use DMC and there's Mill Hill beads. And I am stitching her on a piece of chocolate milk, 28 count Lugana by Fabrics by Stephanie. This will be Friday's piece. And I was trying to do all the black and the navy blue on it. So I don't know if you can see, this is 28 count, 2/2 full cross. Always on my phone. That's gross. So I will be stitching on this on Friday. So my goal is to stitch on this the last Friday of, right? I think it's this coming Friday. No, it's not. I'm not stitching on it this Friday because I stitch on it the last Friday of the month. It's not the last Friday of the month, so that's not getting stitched on this Friday. So ignore all that. This Saturday coming up. Okay, goodbye, Nancy. Is Rosy Snowy Weekend. And I will be stitching on Quick Stitch Lawn-Tailed Snowy by Annie Rodrigue. He is 175 by 246. I am at, and I don't know, because I didn't stitch on it this week. So I don't know what he's at. And I'm doing this 1/1 full cross. This is 25 count Lugana. But I'll tell you next Sunday when I stitch on him what percent I'm at. But I stitch on him every other Saturday. So I think that's everything for my plans for this week and what I already stitched on. So right now what I have to do is go check my temperature stitching. Oh, and the grime guard for this is made from Danielle, And my project bag is from Deanne. So all of my grime guards are made by Danielle, and I have quite a few of my project bags made by Deanne. I have a few of my projects bags made by Daisy, who is in here, and I have some I don't even remember where I got them from. Okay, so now we are going to check temperature stitching for the week. So let's check that. $10 days. Okay, so tomorrow's 54. Tuesday's 24. Wednesday is 37. Thursday is 44. Friday is 45. Saturday is 46. And next Sunday is 37. So we go in on my list. So ending in 4 is Chessie. Yes. So Chessie. 7 is Autumn. Chessie. 5 is Spring. 6 is Summer. And 7 is Autumn. So Chessie gets 300 stitches. Autumn gets, and it's the Autumn Village by Puck's Closet. So Autumn gets 200. Spring gets 100. And Summer gets 100. So there is that. So that's my temperature pieces for the week. I usually do those on Mondays and Tuesdays. And then when I'm all done, then I go and I check my FLOSSTUBE frenzies, what I need to get caught up on. Banana Ball's keeping me busy because they're playing 2 games every weekend, sometimes 3 games. But there are a couple weekends where there are no games at all. So that's all my stitching coming up. I have quite a mess here. I have to get everything I have everything organized in sections and in bags. So I know where they'll be when I need to pull them out. Yeah, so today was the 15th. Next Saturday, I think, hold on, March. Next Saturday, I'm going to do a cross stitch Zoom from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're interested in that and I don't have your email address, just email me with your email address. I'll add you on to the list. And that's all that's coming up this week. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking it was Minerva, but Minerva's on the 27th. Also, I'm doing another book Zoom, and that will be on the 27th on a Friday at 7 p.m. This weekend's readathon, so I haven't been in any Zooms. I've been listening. So my new thing is the days that I listen to my audiobooks is always Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh yeah, I'll show that too. Thank you, Danielle. Yes, I have a new start If you guys want to join me, we're starting it on April 1st. My birthday is April 2nd. And I'll find a picture. We're going to do, that cat sneezed on my phone. Now I gotta find it. Here it is. It's Gilded Father Christmas. This is the small version. It's by Mystic Vision Gallery. The pattern stitches so beautiful. The stitch count is 250 by 250. And so this is going to be my stitch along. So I will be stitching on this every single day for the month of April. And I'm not sure if I'm putting 100. I can't remember if I said 100 stitches or 200. I think 100. So I'm going to put 100 stitches in on it every single day for the month of April. So if you're interested in purchasing that, that's at Stitches So Beautiful. And they're on Etsy, and they also have a website. So yeah, I have fabric because I decided I'm not doing that HAED piece I was doing. That is Magic Book. I decided I don't want to do that one. So that piece is huge. The fabric is big, so I'm going to just cut off a little bit of what I used, what I stitched. Yeah, thank you, Danielle. Danielle put the link in. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, Teresa. Oops. So, I'm putting in 100 stitches every day on that. And Teresa Canifax is joining me, and whoever else wants to join in, join in. So there's where the link is, if you want the link for that. Yeah. Julie says, I guess Julie's going to be doing that one. She says she needs to order fabric. I know I have another one in July that I'm going to be starting. If you want time to purchase that one in July, because it's Christmas in July. This one's called Frost and Velvet. This one, the stitch count is 400 by 400. This is also by Stitches So Beautiful. So I'm going to start that one in July. And I'll probably put 100 stitches a day in on that one. So there's 2 new starts. I know I have a couple other dragons that I really, really want to start this year. This is by Stitches So Beautiful. This is Rainbow Feathered Dragon. I don't know when I'm starting him. And this one is 330 by 400. I do not know yet when I'm starting that one. It's going to be a few months. It'll probably be in the fall. I'm thinking in the fall. So maybe October. I don't know. I don't know yet. I just know sometime this year. But I have so many that I want to start. Me too. I love Santas, and especially these old-fashioned Santas. They're my favorites. Yeah, I know I have another dragon, but I think it's a HAED. I think. Actually, I have a couple more that I want to start that are HAEDs, that are dragons. So, I really didn't want to start too many this year because I did start the HAED stitch along, of course, and the Cross Stitch Studios. So those two were my new starts this year. So I didn't want to start too many more. What time is it? 3:45. 4 o'clock, the banana ball game is on. There's two games on. Party Animals are playing the Savannah Bananas, and then the other game is, let me see. The other game is the Texas Tailgaters versus the Indianapolis Clowns. They're on right now. And also right now is the Firefighters versus the local Beach Coconuts. So both of them are on right now. And then the Party Animals versus the Savannah Bananas. This one says live. It wasn't supposed to start till 4 o'clock. They're just doing the pregame. It's the pregame thing right now. But the game itself starts in 14 minutes. So yeah. I'll be watching that. So Banana Ball is a lot of fun. I've been enjoying that, and I'm glad that I added that on to this. I know I've got a lot going on, but I've been able to keep up with the stitching without, I'm not even getting burnt out. It's like, okay, I have this many in today, and if I don't, then I put it on for the next day. That's just how it goes. Um, what have I been watching? Justin and I finished watching Palm Royale on Apple Plus TV. It did get canceled. There will not be any more seasons. This last season was really weird, and they said they didn't get the views. And I'm like, well, yeah, because the show was weird. Still watching General Hospital. I have to get caught up because I did not watch last Thursdays and Fridays because it's been the readathon weekend. And I still have to watch Grey's Anatomy from this past Thursday. And what else? Tracker is on tonight. And then there was a Hallmark movie on last night, so I need to watch that. Lifetime. I haven't watched Lifetime in a while, so I have decided. I went in today. It's only $4.99 a month for Lifetime Movie Club, and it has all their movies from ever. So I have 4 of them written down that I want to watch. So like Mondays during Craft and Clean, I watch a lot of TV. We're always quiet in the Zoom, and I do have to email links out. So Monday is Craft and Clean Zoom. I started around 10 a.m. or whenever I get up, and it ends at 4 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. We're all pretty quiet. We're usually on mute. We're watching TV or videos. Wednesdays is Crafty Wednesday Zoom. Again, a lot of us are quiet. We're on mute. We're watching TV. Monday nights, I have a cross stitch Zoom I go into. Tuesday nights, I go into a cross stitch Zoom. Wednesday nights, I watch TV. Tuesdays during the day, I listen to books. Thursday during the day, I listen to books. Fridays during the day, I listen to books. Saturday and Sundays, if it's not the readathon weekend, I watch movies or binge TV show. Right now, the TV show I'm binging is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's a stupid, funny comedy. They were only on for half an hour, the episodes, so they're only like 22 minutes. They're stupid funny. But it's got Terry, I forget his last name, Terry Crews. I love him. He is hilarious. I've liked him in some of the movies that he's been in. So I'm enjoying that one. So that's what I'm binging right now. And then Justin and I need to find a new series to watch because we're done watching Palm Royale and we're caught up with the morning show until next season. So I think we picked something, but I didn't write it down. I think him and I discussed it. Oh, Elsbeth. I want to watch Elsbeth. That's on Paramount Plus. I watched The Good Wife and The Good Fight. Justin said he didn't ever watch those. So we're gonna watch Elsbeth because I love that character in those two shows. So and there's a couple episodes out already, or seasons, I mean. I think there's 3 seasons altogether. Right now, this is the 3rd season. So we'll probably binge that when he's here. Books. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. This week it's been mafia romance, smutty books. There's 5 books in the series by Mila Finelli. I think Crystal told me about this. She says it's not her type of book, but I'm listening to it. I'm enjoying it. The 4th book is The Sun, so it's a gay romance and it's okay. Um I don't usually read the gay romance, but it's part of the series and it's a series, but it's a standalone. So you really don't have to read the whole series. If you didn't want to read this one, you're not going to miss out on anything, but because I know the other characters in the book in the series, I'm listening to that. And then at night now, I shut down everything and stop stitching between 10 and 11 p.m. and I find a standalone book that's on Kindle and I read. So I'm reading every night now before I go to bed, and I'm using it on my phone. And I want to see how, because the Kindle app keeps track of how many days in a row you're reading. So that's pretty cool. So I'm trying to see how many days in a row I can go with reading. So right now that book is, yeah, I started it last night. It's I Came Back for You by Kate White. It came out this month. I got it free for having Amazon Prime and Kindle. Um, I get a free book every month, so it's pretty good so far. But I like Kate White. It is a murder mystery, so I'm reading that at nighttime. So that's what I'm doing. So, and I just finished one notebook. This is where I write down everything I do for the week. And I just finished it, so I get to toss it. And now I'm working out of this one. This one I used before. So I'm using up my old notebooks because these I don't keep. It's just for my FLOSSTUBE channel. So yeah, TV, reading, listening to books, and stitching. Lots of stitching in. But when the banana ball starts, I have to clean up because I just tossed all these projects here. Now I have to get them back into the organization bins where they belong. Because all my temperature stitchings, all their pieces are in one spot. All the FLOSSTUBE frenzies are in one spot. The banana ball two are in one spot, and they're with when the Buffalo Bills start back up in September. So those 2 pieces I will show in the fall. Actually, if you wanted to know, I will be working on HAED Purple by Dragon Muse. It's a HAED when Buffalo Bills play, and then whoever they play against is HAED Coral and Rose. That is also a Dragon Muse piece. So I have my banana ball and my football pieces together. and then my FLOSSTUBE Frenzy are in one spot, and then all my others are in another spot. So I'm organized. It's just when I'm making these, I just pull everything and just toss it aside. I don't have my channel monetized. I only made $100 last year, so I didn't even bother this year. So let me know if you are seeing any ads, because if they're gonna throw up ads anyways, I'm gonna monetize it again. But they're not supposed to be showing ads, so you'll have to let me know. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It helps. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing this every Sunday unless it's a holiday. Holidays, I don't do videos or live stream. I no longer do morning videos on Mondays. Monday is the day off. And because I also have my craft and clean, so I'm not doing that. I think that's it. Yeah, so I'm going to stitch a little bit more on my lawn dog today. Then I'll put 200 stitches in on Kitty Heaven for Jennifer's World of Stitches. Then Autumn Cat Magic, I have to put in 400. And Drive Through Dragon has to get in 600 stitches for today. So if I have time today to get them all in, if not, it gets moved to tomorrow. And then they're playing in a few minutes. So whatever the score is also gets added to those two pieces. They get a lot of stitching in on those, which is cool. That's why I picked out two pieces that I really, really want to finish. And since this is working out so well, this is my third week of doing the FLOSSTUBE Frenzy and temperature stitching in that. I'm enjoying it so far. So I'll probably continue next year. We'll see. And when I finish something, I will put another piece in its place. Becky's Madness for Crafting, she likes Halloween like I do. So hers will probably have the Halloween pieces. Julie Yorkshire Crafter, she likes Tiny Modernist and the stitch-alongs. So I think I will continue doing Tiny Modernist for hers. And the other ones won't get done for a while. And that's okay. I picked a lot. I'm working mostly on my full coverages because that's what I'm at. And last night, my husband Scott said he saw me and I showed him the two Santas that I want to start. And he shook his head. He goes, "How many whips do you have?" I said around 250, and he just walked away. I said, "Will some will get done?" He just laughs at me. He supports my craziness. And he's the one paying for my stuff. He doesn't say no. I just told him right now I'm purchasing Q snaps and more nurges just because I'm tired of taking them off. Plus the nurge, I'm afraid that the screw is just going to get worn after a while. So and the nurge don't work well on the Charles Craft Monaco. That Monaco is so stiff that I cannot get the nurge on. So I have to use a Q-snap with those. So I've been making a list of the projects I'm doing and which ones need a nurge and which one needs the Q-snap. So every month I'm going to purchase one nurge and one Q-snap. Unless I don't need nurges for a while, then I'll just work on the Q-snaps. But this way I don't have to take them off and I don't have to move them until I've stitched that area, and then I can move it. So yeah, I haven't purchased any charts. Do I want charts? Yeah, there's like 4. Oh yeah, the hoops, Hobby Lobby hoops. What do those look like? See, I have the Hobby Lobby Q snaps, their brand, and oh my God, I love those. And I don't usually like hoops. And then the hoops, I have a hoop. Where is it? I don't like it. I have this. I don't like this. It pops off. I get the fabric in there, and when I'm trying to tighten up the fabric, this pops off. So I don't like these. So I don't use this one. Put Monaco and Dawn and warm water for about an hour and throw in. It won't shrink it putting it in the dryer. Oh, Daisy, I love the Nerge. That's my favorite. I can get it tighter than my Q snaps. But I'm worried that that screw will get worn out after a while. So I want to put them on the fabric where I can just keep it there until I have to move it. But oh, so Hobby Lobby has them. They're like the Nerge. You'll have to show me what those look like. Okay, I'll try that with this Monaco then because that stuff's. I like the Monaco. I like the way I like that it's a heavy material, and I like how my stitches lay on the Monaco. But it's such a stiff fabric. Now the Monaco that I bought when we bought all that Monaco by the yard from that fabric lady in Myrtle Beach, that stuff wasn't like that. But this Charles craft is. So I don't know if it was a different company that made that Monaco where we bought, but the Monaco's my favorite. It's a heavier fabric, and I like the way my stitches lay on that. So yeah, I'll have to look at the Hobby Lobby. I haven't been to a Hobby Lobby in many months. I haven't been there. I still got to take Justin's dragon that he got for Christmas to get it framed. I just have not been able to get. I haven't been to Henrietta, and we don't have one in Batavia. So I need to get to a Hobby Lobby, and then I'll have to look at those. But Danielle's gonna have to show me what those are. They're like a Nerge. I'll I like my Nerges. And I know my friend Sally said she's gonna use stitch in hand. Yeah, the Monaco is a good fabric to stitch in hand. But I use the Q snaps on those. Oh, or let it dry overnight. Okay, I think maybe I'll try that. I'll have to find a piece that you just added photos to my Facebook page. Cool. So I'll look at my Facebook page. Yeah, I was posting on my Facebook page every day. It's a group. And I was posting every day of what I stitched on, but when I was going through the radiation and then taking care of my mom, um I wasn't doing that. So I'm got to remember starting tomorrow. Every time I finish stitching on something, I'm going to post a picture. I would love it if you guys would also post on it. Danielle, just is that my Facebook group or my page or my is that just my profile or is that or is that there's a Facebook group. It's Shalene's Creativity Room. And anybody can add photos in that. It's called Shalene's Creativity Room. Okay, I see you added it to my timeline. Okay. Thank you, Danielle. But yeah, I have that. It should be in my description below also. Okay, so this is like the Nerge, but it's a Hobby Lobby. So is it cheaper than the is the Hobby Lobby one cheaper than the Nerge? Are they different colors? I mean, it doesn't matter about the colors. Here's Danielle's Twisted Rainbow. So that's what Danielle's working on. Twisted Rainbow. Danielle is down south stitcher. Okay, so they're cheaper than the Nerge. Thank you. Yep, there's the Facebook group. If you want to post your pictures in that every day, I would love it. I would love to see what everybody's stitching on. You go into my that Facebook group. And I was stitching in it every day, and then I did it for a while, so I need to do that. I need to Maybe I'll do that today. I'll start today. So when I'm done stitching on the lawn dog for the day, I'll post a picture. And if you remember, put in what the fabric is you're using. You don't have to. At least tell us what the piece is, what the pattern and the designer is. If you want to, you can put in what the fabric is, but you don't have to. But people might ask. That's why I say that. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye because I want to watch the banana ball and stitch some more. And thank you guys for coming in and keeping me company. um yeah, so I've got 3 more pieces to stitch on today, which won't be a problem. At least 2 more I'll get to. But yeah. So I'm ready for next Sunday. It's already marked in here. Oh, you watched the banana ball is on YouTube. So you can subscribe to Banana Ball. You can subscribe to Party Animals, Texas Tailgaters, the clown. I don't know if the clowns have their own, but Party Animals have their own channel. Savannah Bananas have their own channel. I believe Banana Ball has its own channel. So it's all on YouTube and they're live and they're fun. It's not just regular baseball. These guys dance, they do so they're not only practicing baseball, they practice choreography. So these guys are kept busy and they get the crowd. They bring out couples who have to do things. They bring out children. They have what's called Foster's Banana. So they bring out every game, they bring out a foster family. They talk about the foster family. Last night, they brought out a man who's 81 years old, who is a coach for a little league team. They let him play last night for a couple minutes. The banana ball is awesome because regular baseball watching on TV to me is boring. This is not boring at all. It's fun. They're and the guys all do tricks while they're catching the ball. Um, it's fun. Even if you just check out a game for about an hour, it's a lot of fun. My friend Kaya got me hooked on it. She told me you need to watch this. Well, I watched it once and I've been hooked since. I don't watch all the games, but all because now there's more teams. There used to only be, I think, 4 teams, and now there's 6. Yeah, 6. So there's now more games going on. I think every year they're going to add on a couple more, and they all play at um, football stadiums for colleges. Today, this weekend they were at the Superdome. Is that the name of it? Danielle, in New Orleans. So that's where they're playing this weekend, and they all play there. I believe that's how it works. I think. Let me see again. The other teams might not be at the same stadium. Let me see where it says they're at. So, no, the Texas Tailgaters versus the Indianapolis Clowns today, they're in Round Rock, Texas. And the Firefighters versus the local beach Coconuts right now, they're in Little Rock, Arkansas. So, they play at stadiums. They don't have their own stadiums. They play all around the United States at different stadiums. Last night they even played a little bit of football because they brought the New Orleans Saints quarterback out on the field, and so they played a couple little bits of football. It was fun watching that. So yeah, if you have extra time and you just want to watch something fun, turn it on. I don't get a lot of stitching on when they're playing, and there's hardly any commercials. It's not like regular TV. In fact, last night there was only a couple commercial breaks, and when there is a commercial or an ad playing, it's on the side so you still can see the game. So I don't know, I'm just really enjoying it right now. And then and I used to be a huge NFL fan. I could tell you who all the quarterbacks were for all the teams. I can't do that anymore. I haven't watched it in years, except once in a while. If the Bills make it to the playoffs, I'll watch them, and I always watch the Super Bowl. So this fall, I want to get back into just watching the Buffalo Bills play. So I'll be doing that, and yeah, just oh, thank you, Daisy. And Daisy, I'm giving you permission, you can post the link to your Facebook group for your project bags. So please do that, because we all like our project bags. So you can do that. Yep. So you do have permission to do that, because we all like our projects bags. And Daisy does make them so that they have the plastic in the front. You're welcome. I like your bags. I just can't put my Q snaps in them like these. This is a little bit bigger. I can put my Q snaps in them. Except my Dumbledore, because I had you make that a special size for me, and it's perfect because it's almost a full yard of fabric. So Daisy made this one. I told her the size that I needed, and she did that for me. So, yep. And her zippers are like Deanne's, they're here and not right at the very top. So, yep. Okay, you guys, I'm going to see you guys next Sunday. Oh, just let you know what size. Oh, okay. Okay, I can do that. Yep. So, you guys are great. I appreciate the support that you guys give me, and there will be a what's going on today on Tuesday. So other than that, I will see you guys next Sunday. Y'all have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.